My pranams to all Atmajyotis, divine light of the self. I welcome all of you for today's session of Kaivalya Upanishad. In the last class, we discussed about different types of meditation, varieties of meditation. Vishwarupa Darshana, Vishwarupa Dhyana, Ekarupa Dhyana, Ishtadevata Dhyana, Anekarupa Dhyana or Vishwarupa Dhyana, and Arupa Dhyana or Nirguna Dhyana. Variety of meditation practices we discussed in the last class. Today, we are going to discuss shloka number 8 and 9, which is related to the Phalashruti, the benefit of meditation. Why should I do meditation? The phala of meditation. While discussing the meditation also, I explained the phala, the benefit of meditation. When you do Ekarupa Dhyana, meditate on one form of deity, the quality of deity will manifest in you. Let's say I meditate on Shiva, Shiva's quality comes in my life. That's called Ekarupa Dhyana, Ishtadevata Dhyana. Then Anekarupa Dhyana, Shiva is present in all the forms. God is present in all the forms when you meditate. And Karma Yoga, Upasana, meditation is called Upasana, and Karma Yoga together will reduce all the Raga and Desha. Then Arupa Dhyana or Nirguna Dhyana, which is actually through Vedanta Dhyana, Shravana, Manana, Nidhyasa, you will realize oneness, Jivatma, Paramatma, Ekatvam. Ekarupa Dhyana is meditating Shiva in one form as my Ishtadevata. Anekarupa Dhyana is that Shiva is present as a universe, the entire universe, Panchabhutas. That's why Om Namah Shivaya mantra comes into picture. Atmarupa Dhyana is Shivoham. Shiva is my own self. Then comes the Arupa Dhyana, Shravana Manana Nidhyasa. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect, I'm pure consciousness. So this is variety of meditations, and phala also I've told. Ekarupa Dhyana, Anekarupa Dhyana is Chitta Shuddhi. Anekarupa Dhyana is called Bahurupa Dhyana or Vishwarupa Dhyana. Then Arupa Dhyana is also called Atmarupa Dhyana or Nidhyasa, Shravana, Manana, Nidhyasa. So Atmarupa Dhyana, that is called Mukti. This is the class last. Let's the Upanishad gives some more details about the phala of the dhyana, meditation. Shloka number 8 and 9. Let's start shloka number 8. I'll chant. Sa Brahma, Sa Shivaha, Sendraha, So Aksharaha, Paramaha, Swarat, Sa Eva, Vishnu, Sa Pranaha, Sa Kalo, Sa Agnihi, Sa Chandramaha. One who meditates on the methodology which I told, on Brahman, who realizes Brahman as myself. Okay? He is of the form of Brahma, Shiva, Indra, and imperishable self-luminous essence, Atma Jyoti. One who meditates on, like what is told earlier in the class, he attains Parabrahma. Parabrahma is Indra, Parabrahma is Shiva, Parabrahma is Vishnu. Appears as Vishnu. Parabrahma appears as Vishnu, Parabrahma appears as Shiva, Parabrahma appears as Indra, Parabrahma appears as Parabrahma is Akshara, eternal. Paramha, supreme. Swarat. He is the Kala. He is the time also. Parabrahma itself is time. So by one who meditates on Parabrahman as the self, Atma, he becomes all this. Because Parabrahman is all this. Means Saguna Rupa, Nirguna Rupa. Both Falashruti is told. Luminous essence means your luminous essence is Atma Jyoti. You are the Atma Jyoti. So that Atma Jyoti becomes Atma Jyoti is Brahman, and that Brahman, Atma Jyoti is Brahma Jyoti, Brahman, and that Brahman is everything. So realization happens inner and outer. So here I want to remind you of the concepts of Upadhi. Upadhi means conditions. So we see so many types of jewels: necklace, ring, chain, pendulum, so many ornaments. All ornaments are gold only. Gold is conditioned by name and form, is called an ornament. Necklace. Necklace is nothing but gold in name and form. Chain is nothing but gold in name and form. Name and form are appearances. But what is there is gold only. Substance is gold only. So the entire universe is nothing but Brahman only. The name and form is an appearance because of sense organs and the mind. So do not be confused by appearance. Realize everything is Brahman. So the condition is called Upadhi. The condition is not real. Okay. It's not real in the sense. It's a concept. So go and a shopkeeper ask, I want necklace. So he'll give a gold necklace. No, I don't want gold. I want only necklace. It's not possible. There is no something called necklace. But we live in illusion that there's a thing called object, which is an illusion. There's only Brahman is there. Brahman is part and parcel of everything in the universe. Without understanding that, okay, then what will happen? Our attention is only fixed on the object, form. Reality is Brahman everywhere, everything. Is that clear? Upadhi means conditioning. Conditioning is not real. Can you get necklace without gold? Can you get a chain without gold? The gold only is appearing in necklace. Necklace form will go. If you melt, necklace gold will be there. Like that, everything in universe is Brahman only. Then another example of Upadhi is I'm boiling water. Water becomes hot. Now the heat of the fire is transferred to water. Water has no heating property. Water is cold. The heat is transferred to water. The real property of water is coldness. So somewhere the properties appear to be transferred to the original. That's called Upadhi. No. Properties are superimposed on another thing. It's called. Okay. So water is never cold. Water is never hot. The heat is appearing in water. Conditioning is appearing. But when the conditions go, original is there. So do you understand the meaning of condition? It's called Upadhi, means conditioning. Okay. Why that condition is there? So the Upanishad says, he is Brahma, he is Vishnu, he is Maheshwara. Okay. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara is Maya Upadhi, Maya conditioning on Parabrahma. Parabrahma, nothing has happened. No changes happened. Maya is superimposing, conditioning, appears to be conditioning Brahman. Maya conditions Brahman in the form of Rajas, it becomes Brahmaji. When it conditions Brahman in the form of Sattva, becomes Vishnu. When the conditioning of Maya appears on Shiva, it's called Tamas. But these conditions won't affect Brahman. No change happens.
Inherent nature of Brahman or some Sattva, Tama, Rajas belong to Maya or
Sattva, Rajas, Tamas are Maya. So Maya appearing with Maya Saita. Maya with Brahman appears as Brahma. Maya Saita Parabrahma appears as Vishnu. Maya Saita Parabrahma appears as Shiva. But what is actually Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara, Parabrahma only, in essence. Like necklace is gold, chain is gold, like that.
Where are sattva, tamas, rajas, or tamas?
Sattva, Rajas, Tamas are the power of Brahman, which is there within. Shakti.
These three gunas.
Shakti is Triguna. Triguna is Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. We can call it Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti. All those are Shaktis. So, and also the Upanishad says, he is Brahman, he is Brahma, he is Vishnu, he is Shiva, who means he is Parabrahma. So if you meditate on Parabrahma, you all get Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. I said, buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free. You don't have to say, I have to meditate only on Vishnu. If you realize Parabrahma as your nature, then you get all the devatas. Because the same Parabrahma has appeared as all the devatas. Are we clear? So this is very shown clearly in Vishwarupa. In Vishwarupa Darshana, you can see Vishnu, Sri Krishna appears as Vishnu with the face of Shiva, Brahma, and various devatas, Marut, Ganesha, and all. We think they are all different deities. We are actually, when each deity we take as separate, then we are under illusion. They are all appearance of Parabrahma Narayana. Okay? So all worship is really not for the deity, it really goes to Parabrahma. That's why there's a shloka. Akashat patitam toyam yata gacchati sagaram sarvadeva namaskaraha keshavam pati gacchati. All when the rain falls from the cloud, finally it goes into river Ganga, river Yamuna, river Narmada, river Godavari. All rivers will go to ocean. Finally it goes to ocean. Similarly, when you worship Ganesha, when you worship Vishnu, when you worship Lakshmi, when you worship Durga, everything is for reaching Narayana only. Not only that, when you eat the food, I am eating the food, I am feeling hungry, I am eating the food. The food which you eat goes Narayana only. Your thoughts will reach Narayana only. Thoughts will arise from Narayana and go back to Narayana. From awareness, everything arises, and awareness, everything goes back. Moment to moment, everything goes back to cosmic consciousness, Vishnu, and from there, Parabrahma Narayana. So do not be under the impression that this Devata, this Devata is great, that Devata is great. Everybody is one Parabrahma Narayana who is beyond every Devata. Beyond doesn't mean that thing somewhere. Beyond means he is beyond everything and he is in everything. The gold is beyond a necklace, ring, or chain. But gold is in necklace, gold is in ring, gold is in chain. Our mind is fixed on the form. That's all. So that's why this saying, there's a sloka in Bhagavad Gita. Repeat the sloka after me. Tasya kartaram apimam viddi akartam avyayam. So what happens? Parabrahma is non-doer. Brahmaji is the creator. Vishnu is the sustainer. And Shiva is the destroyer. Even if all of these are there, Parabrahma is akarta, non-doer. There's nothing is happening with respect to Parabrahma. Water is appearing as wave, ocean, and bubble. Bubble will burst, wave will rise and fall. But as far as water is concerned, nothing is happening. Akarta. So Sri Krishna says, even though I do the entire creation, I'm the non-doer. So if you realize Krishna in you, if you realize Parabrahma in you, you are also non-doer. Maybe a lot of actions are happening, but you are non-doer. Okay. How is this possible? This is possible. like a good actor. Good actor, they say actor, he puts on various, what you call as masks, various vesha, masks. Then he becomes a policeman, he becomes a beggar, he becomes a thief. And he does, as a policeman, he goes and beats people. As a beggar, he begs. But actor says, I'm not done nothing. Parabrahma puts a role of a jiva. You, Parabrahma role of Vishnu, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, various roles, various vesha, dress he puts. But still it's not over. Still there's nothing is happening with respect to Parabrahma. Even the beggar goes and cries, but nothing is happening to the actor. So you have to choose, are you a beggar or are you an actor? Are you a beggar or are you a policeman? So if you identify the role, you will cry. If you identify the original, you will not cry. That's all is jnana. So what happens is Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, they're all in manifestation. Parabrahma is not in manifestation. Parabrahma is beyond manifestation. Mukta. Sakshi is beyond manifestation. Devatas and Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara are Saguna form. They are in the manifest form. Sattoguna Pradhana. Sattoguna becomes Pradhana for Vishnu. Sattva means knowledge. Rajoguna means activity becomes Pradhana, main, because for Brahmaji. Tamoguna or destruction becomes main for Shiva. But original is Parabrahma. Parabrahma is not affected. These gunas, gunaha, the qualities will work on each other. Gunaihi, guneshu, vartante. Entire world is a drama played with gunas. The Parabrahma is non-doer. And you are the non-doer. You are also non-doer. If you play, you identify the role, you are a doer. If you identify the Parabrahma, you are not doer. So what happens? Ishvara, out of three gunas, Ishvara is Sattoguna Pradhana. Ishvara is nothing but Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Sattoguna Pradhana. Ishvara. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara together is called Ishvara. Ishvara's role as creator is called Brahmaji. Ishvara's role as protector is called Vishnu. Ishvara's role as destroyer is called Shiva. Ishvara is Sattoguna Pradhana. Mainly Sattoguna. A Rajoguna Amsha appears in Ishvara, which is actually Brahmaji. Rajoguna, Sattoguna predominates, then he becomes Vishnu. And Tamoguna becomes appears in Shiva, it becomes Shiva. The entire universe is nothing but a play of gunas. The gunas you can think as a vesham, dress. Maya is the vesham. Vesham means dress. So what happens when you go to a party, you'll have one dress. When you go in a home, you are another dress. Okay. When you go to marriage, you have another dress. You change the dress. But nothing has happened to you. Nothing has changed you. The dress is changed based on the occasion. Similarly, Parabrahma changes the dress based on the occasion. For a role, Jiva Vesha. Jiva means I have to play the role of a Jiva. Then he wears your body and mind. If you was Shiva Vesha, you wear the body of Shiva. The body, Vesha is different. Dress is different. Dress is based on Maya. It's called Maya Vesha. Maya is the Vesha. So the one who is playing the role is only one. That's why Brahma Vakate, Parabrahma Vakate, Parabrahma alone is there. He plays the many roles. How is it possible? And you have a dream. In your dream, you are meeting a girl or a girl meets a boy. They get married and they have children and they go for a job. They earn money. How many people are there? You are only there. Dream character, you are the man, you are the woman, You are the child, you are the employees there also. You are only playing all the roles in your dream. In Swapna, you are playing all the roles. In Jagrata Avastha, Parabrahman is playing all the roles. In Swapna, when you play the role of getting married, will you think, oh, this girl is also me only, the child is also me only, job is also me only, you'll think. You'll get so engrossed. Marrying a girl, marrying a boy, getting married, doing a job, it becomes so involved in the dream. You'll forget that I'm only playing all the roles. Same thing is happening in the waking state. Parabrahma alone is playing all the roles, all the drama. That's why this play, whole thing is called a Leela play. Big play. So he is Indra. Indra means control of all devatas. All devatas also nothing but Brahmavesha, Parabrahmavesha only. Then he is prana. Prana means not individual prana. Prana of the whole universe. The entire universe is called prana, samashti prana. Samashti prana is called Hiranyagarbha. Same Brahman is Hiranyagarbha also. So now here we should not make one mistake. Water appears as wave, bubble, foam, and everything. Bubble is water, wave is water, foam is water. But water is not bubble, water is not wave, water is not foam. The other way is not true. Then it will be limiting the nature of water. Same way, Parabrahma plays the role of Indra, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Devata, and Jiva. Jiva is Brahma. Brahma is not Jiva, other way. Brahma is not Jiva alone, I would say. Brahma is all everything. Brahma is not Jiva alone. Is this logic clear? Saha eva sarvam. Brahman appears as everything. Everything in the universe. Ant, elephant, monkey, dog. The appearance is Vesha, reality is Brahman. The tree, sun, moon, valley, everything is Brahman only. When you say Brahman, what is this Brahman? The existence aspect of everything is Brahman. The tree exists, sun exists, moon exists, I exist. The existence aspect, if you focus, it's called Brahman. Sat. Existence appears as tree, existence appears as moon, existence appears as sun. Sun, moon, and tree will change their shape. They will die. But existence doesn't die. That unchanging existence is called Brahman. Sarvam. Tell me one thing which doesn't exist in the universe. Stone exists. Star exists. That exists is Brahman. I exist. My existence is Brahman. My form is a Vesha, Maya Vesha. And when do you put on the Maya Vesha? When does put Brahman in Maya Vesha?
This is Brahman. The knowing is Brahman. If I don't know, then it
No.
doesn't exist.
One aspect of Brahman is called existence. Sat, Chit, Ananda is Brahman. Awareness is also Brahman. Ananda is also Brahman. So how everything in the world is Brahman? Because stone, you don't know. I don't know whether it's aware or not. That's why I focus on existence aspect of stone. I am aware. So awareness is Brahman.
Stone exists.
I'm saying
Not like that.
I am aware. Okay. The awareness is Brahman. I am aware that stone exists. That's Brahman. Existence aspect, I become aware in the form of objects. And existence aspect is whom? My own existence. Brahman's existence, I became aware in the form of stone. No. See, the Brahman is manifest fully in human or mostly in human beings. In other aspect, manifestation is not full. Okay? Manifestation is there, but not full. So that's why I say God sleeps in stones. As what? Existence. God dreams in plants. Plants, they don't have movement. There's a dream-like structure. God moves in animals. God becomes aware in human beings. God recognizes himself in enlightened beings. The various manifestation of God we are speaking of. In the stone, is God there? Oh, I'm doing puja of Murti. You people are, or stone you are pushing. No, I am doing existence as per Brahman. I'm worshipping no stone. It's also Brahman. Awareness aspect is not manifest fully because awareness manifestation mind is required. What you see,
Yes.
what you understand is by or based on your experience. Stone is not aware like me, but stone is exists. I exist. At existence level, we are Brahman. Awareness level, from the stone, next level, animals are becoming more aware. Mind is appearing. So awareness is more in animals. Appears to be more in animals. Appearance of awareness. So Brahman is manifesting progressively in all aspects of creation. Fullestly manifesting me as Sat Chit Ananda. Sat Chit, existence and awareness. Ananda I'll get once in a while. Cup of coffee, coffee Ananda. Cup of tea, tea Ananda. Food, cup of food, food Ananda, I'll get it. But in Gnani, Sat Chit Ananda is fully manifest. What is the gap between Sat Chit Ananda? Why Ananda is not fully manifest? Gnana is missing. Why stone has no full awareness? Because mind is not developed. But existence is there. Existence, you cannot find a place where there's no existence. Non-existence you cannot find. Space, what exists there? In space, what is there? Nothing exists. You cannot think of non-existence anywhere. You can think of no form anywhere, but non-existence you can't think of. Oh, in space, nothing exists. As existence, Brahman is present everywhere.
Definition itself is nothing.
Nothing exists. Okay.
Hari
So,
Om. Guruji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om. Guruji.
Yeah.
Guruji, existence with Brahman is fine, but if existence is Brahman, then how is water not the wave? See, the wave is water, but water is not the wave. It doesn't stay in my
Can
understanding.
you come back again?
Okay.
Sorry, there's some sound here. Okay, go ahead.
Water is, wave is water. Water is not the wave.
Water is not only wave.
So we
Water
can't
is
say
bubble because then what level will start thinking Brahman in very narrow terms.
so that way then water is wave, bubble, and foam.
Correct. Water is everything, but water is not just wave. That's what I'm trying to say.
So the identification with the particular Vesha is not Brahman.
Identity is particular Vesha is not Brahman is not restricted to the Vesha. But then when you identify Brahman in a particular Vesha, you are restricting.
So, but Brahman identifies with all Veshas. That is Ishvara, isn't it?
Brahman identifies all Veshas called Ishvara.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Thank you.
So,
Existence already. Are we giving awareness or consciousness?
yeah. So the question here being asked here is in temple, we did Rama Pratishthapana last in Rama Mandira, Sri Rama Pratishthapana we did. Okay. So stone is existence only. Okay. What are you doing in a prana Pratishthapana? Prana means life force. Where there's prana, there's consciousness, more manifestation of consciousness, more manifestation of awareness. Stone also is prana. Okay. But the manifest by giving prana, life force, we are making awareness or consciousness manifest more. Existence is same. So people worship what we call as the small saligrama. Saligrama is a stone. Saligrama stone is ancient stone, very ancient stone. So we worship it, saying that it's form of Vishnu. So when you go to a temple and do prana pratisthapana, what they do, the stone has no subtle body, or subtle body of the stone is very rudimentary. Okay. For more life force to manifest, there is a subtle body required. They'll do a special preparation of various lohas, metals, especially some crystals, especially some mercury, which has the ability to hold prana. So that way you are creating subtle body for the deity. Sukshma Sharira. In the stone, you are creating a subtle body. You have a subtle body. Okay. The stone has subtle body, but very rudimentary. You are creating an additional subtle body by adding special metals in certain combinations.
Being in consciousness.
So before bringing in consciousness, Pratishthapan is done. For this idol, we are putting special metals at the base for the life force to charge. Okay. So that charging of the life force you do in Prana Pratishtapana. So that becomes deity becomes alive. It's not just stone is not alive in our sense. Stone is alive in a very rudimentary sense. Stone is alive, but not in our language. It's not alive. It's our language is inert. But an animal is alive in our language. That's why similarly, a deity becomes alive in that Prana Pratishtapana. So same thing happens, you do Ganesha Puja. Ganesham Avahayami, you invite Ganesha. At the time of invitation, the deity gets invoked in the Ganesha Vigraha.
The deity second body.
In temple, they create a deity out of stone and add metals, which are special metals, which will absorb prana. Okay. And the prana also starts getting leaked. The prana doesn't stay there. So what happens is very many devotees come, they absorb the energy, and their energies they drop there. So what happens? The prana in the temple also starts decreasing. So that's why once in 12 years they do Pura Pratishtapana. Again they will do life force charging. So it's like all of us go, no? Or once in a while we go for Panchakarma or naturopathy, rejuvenate our body. Like the deity also once in 12 years, rejuvenate prana. Are you clear? So that's the purpose of Prana Pratishtha. Just stone is consciousness. With the Prana Pratishtha, it becomes awareness also develops. That's why we do worship. We interact with the deity as a living being, not as a stone. So similarly, what happens to you? You wear a mala, japa mala. They're also charged. When the guru energizes them, there's an initial prana is done in that. It becomes alive, conscious. Okay. So that's why it protects. It's not a stone, it's not just a bead now. It becomes alive. But when you do japa every day, whatever japa guru has given, that the prana in that increases. The life force or consciousness in that, the crystals have the ability to absorb. The crystals are there, they have the ability to absorb consciousness. Am I clear? Yadbhutam etcha bhavyam. Whatever is there in the past and whatever is there in the future is Brahman only. So in the past, what was there? Everything is same. Trees were there, animals were there, dinosaurs were there, monkeys were there, all those things were there. Living and non-living beings were there. Past. Some of them are not there now. Some of them are there now. Some of them will not be there in the future. What was there in the past? What is there in the future? Everything is Brahman only. Everything in the present also is Brahman only. Whatever you see, whatever you experience is Brahman only. You are thinking a human being. You are thinking a stone. Brahman only is experiencing everything. That's why we chant this sloka. Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavihi, Brahmagnau, Brahmana Brahmaiva, Tena Gantavyam, Brahma Karma Samadhina. So food we eat and food who eats, they are Brahman only. So I eat. Who is this I? What is this I? How does this I digest food? How does the I give energy? That is Brahman only. We are such a living such an illusion. Saha eva sarvam. Okay? He is everything. I am the consciousness of the universe. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashta. I am. What you call as I am in you is I am in her, is I am in her, is I am in stone, is I am in all living beings. I am is not different. I am is same in everybody. That I am is the universal consciousness. That's called Vaishwanara. So that Vaishwanara eats food. Means all, and there is all living beings. Pranayam Dehamashtam means Aham Vaishwanara Bhutva Pranayam Dehamashtam. As Vaishwanara, I'm through the body of all animals, I only eat the food. You think you are eating the food. Who is this he? You, me? Who is eating food? Me. Who is this me? The body is not me. Body is a vehicle. For whom? To eat food. For Narayana. Brahman. What food you eat is yadna. Sarvam Brahmamayam Jagatam. Everything is Brahman only. So, what happens to you when you know everything is Brahman? By knowing everything is Brahman, what will happen to you? Nothing. Thing is not there. Brahman alone is there. You see, you are developing Jnana Drishti. God alone is there. So it doesn't change your eyes. It doesn't change your ears. It doesn't change your nose. Your understanding changes. Your understanding of life is everything is God. Then what will happen? Your raga, dvesha will go. Hurt will go down. Others, every moment you keep on judging based on vasana and samskara. Judgment. Right? So what happens to you? Gnatva mrityum tirtva atyedi. You will cross over death. You will go beyond death. Death is for the body and mind. The dress becomes old. But Atma, there's no death. Atma is Brahman. There's no death for Atma, Brahman. So you realize I'm deathless. Mrityum tirtva. And you know, one incidentally, yesterday, last I told, this world is called Smashana. So for the world, earthly plane, we are calling it Mrityu Loka. The place of death. This is called Mrityu Loka. Place of death. Constantly die. When you identify the body, you think I am dying. Well, you are born. But when you identify the Brahman, you are not born. You don't have death. Deathless and transcends death. Then Kala and Karma, you transcend. Kala and Karma, the time and Karma Phala, both are in the domain of Maya. So Kala and Karma will drop. How do you drop that? When you identify with Vesha, when you identify the body, you are actually identifying with the Pancha Anatma, 5 Anatma. We are trapped by 5 Anatma. We are attracted by 5 Anatma. We are attracted by 5 Anatma. What are the 5 Anatma? If you remember, are you able to remember? Possession, profession, possession, then body, mind, intellect, possession, profession, relationships, body, mind, and intellect. Actually, translation to karma. So we identify all this.
Also time and space.
Also time and space. Also time and space. Time and space also. This body, mind, intellect, when you identify, you are identifying time and space also. Because time, mind is time, body is space. Body is karma, mind is kala. So you are identifying pancha anatmas, 5 anatmas. What are they? Profession. Oh, I'm an engineer. 2 months down the line, he's thrown out of the job. Is he engineer now? Profession. Relationships. This is my friend, this is my relative. Only time will tell. Okay. So then they identify with the body. I am the body. I am the mind. The moment you identify there, your time, space is also there. I am the mind. Time is there. Time comes from mind. Okay. I am the intellect. Jnana comes into mind. So I identify with all the anatma. You know why? I am a, what do you call this? PhD. Means you are identified with Jnana. Okay. So all your lives, 24 hours a day, what are you doing? You are doing service of Anatma. Anatma Seva. All that bogus you're saying, I'm doing worshipping God, I'm taking care of God and all. Huh? Throughout the day, you are taking care of Anatma. What are you doing? First thing is breakfast, coffee, tea. Okay. So then lunch, dinner, right? Then why are you going for work? Papi pet ke liye. I have to take care of my stomach. Enough now. How much you need? My wife's stomach, my child's stomach. Okay. And for giving a party to relatives. Ultimately, what are you doing? You're only serving Anatma. Entire life is going serving an Anatma. I want to look good. I have to go to gym. I want to look smart. I have to wear dress. Whole of your life, you're only taking care of Anatma. When are you going to take care of Atma?
This body is useful for Jagat. So you have to take care of the vehicle.
So you have to take care of the vehicle, but our life is not centered around vehicle. So when you say Jagaditaya, the mind is centered in service, not about the body. And people have died in doing service. The soldiers, when they go to warfield, protecting the country, they die. The body is not the focus. Service is the focus. In Karma Yoga, service is the focus. Body is the instrument. Instrument you have to keep properly. But most of the people live only for the instrument, body. In today's world, so many plastic surgeries are happening. People want to change nose, ear, pierce here, pierce here, pierce here, do this, do this. Entire life is spent on decorating the body, taking care of the body, maintaining the body, running behind body, ultimately you're some body, anatma. And anatma is called samsara, suffering. So what is problem? Can you control anatma? Is there a control for anatma? Can you exercise absolute control over anatma? Anatma cannot be controlled. Anatma is constantly changing because of prakriti, nature. Prakriti kriyamanani, gunai sarmani karmasha. Sattva rajoguna play will change, keep on changing anatma. Everything. Family, friends, positions. So jobs are IT industry jobs are very high jobs are there. Now AI is coming. AI is actually related to Dana. So already the jobs are lost. Profession is gone. Your health, body is one day, morning sometime, afternoon something happens, evening sometimes, or after certain age something happens. Anatma you cannot control. Anatma you can try to maintain.
Morning pain at some place, afternoon pain at another place.
So Anatma, first thing you have to understand is Anatma you cannot have absolute control. Some relative control you can have. You can control, you cannot control fully. Relative control you can do, no? Yes, her son is there. So child don't go there. He'll not go. But if he wants to go, he'll go. You cannot control him. Yeah, he'll wait for some time and go. So you cannot have absolute control. You cannot tie him there. Some control, some next of control is possible. Absolute control is not possible. So now, what dominates your life? Kala and karma, time. So always we are running against time. Always think, oh, I'm already so many years old. Okay. When will my death will come? Before death, I want to accomplish something. I have a bucket list. I have to go to Switzerland once, or I have to I have to go for second honeymoon once. Some bucket list is there. Okay, but time you cannot control. Time will keep on going. Similarly, karma, action, reaction. At any point of time, you don't have a choice of not doing anything. Something you have to do. Right? Action, life is action filled. You cannot say, I can't do something because any moment some action has to happen from you. Body mind complex is action. That's why I like action movies. Something will happen. Our life is action movie. So you have to keep doing something. In action movies, something will happen. Some action, that, somebody will hit somebody, somebody will hit somebody. In life also like that. You may not be physically hitting somebody, you'll be verbally hitting somebody, you'll be on WhatsApp, you'll be hitting somebody. Somewhere you'll hit somebody. So life is an action movie. Karma is continuously happening. And karma will also keep coming immediately. So you hit somebody, that person hit back. Okay, you talk to somebody, he'll come back. So karma and karma phala will keep coming. And that leaves impression in the body mind complex. Okay. So you cannot, first you have to understand, I cannot control anatma. I can have relative control, not absolute control. Right? The only choice you have is not to identify Maya with the Maya, not to identify the body and mind. Identify the Atma. How do you do that? Nanu, Nanembudu, Nanalla, Ideha, Manabuddhi, Nanalla, Sachidanandatma, Shivanamnani, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect. Body, mind, intellect as anatma. Identify with Atma. Atma is everything. Don't think that Atma is floating somewhere. Oh, I once saw idea, once saw this idea, once saw them. Atma, as Atma was floating. Atma is everywhere and Atma is nowhere. Both are true. Gold is not necklace jewelry. Gold is in necklace jewelry and gold is not in necklace jewelry also. Both are possible. So how do you decide with Brahman? By what? By doing what I can become free from Brahman? I gave the Mullah Nasruddin story the other day. You remember? A moon has fallen into well. Mullah Nasruddin comes and keeps on drawing something, water, to remove the moon. Moon cannot come out because it's a reflection. Then he sees up. Oh, I shifted the moon there, he said. All right. So similarly, no amount of karma can give us liberation. Karma is only in the domain of Maya. Jnana only can give. No, don't look into the well, look up. Look at your own self, Atma. That's Jnana. So Jnana can no amount of karma can. That's why na karmana. Upanishad started na karmana. Karma cannot give liberation. Oh no, I don't want to do any karma. That's just not possible. You have to do karma. Okay. But without identifying the result. Karma phala. Karma yoga you have to do. Karma yoga leads to chitta shuddhi. So karma has to be done, action has to be done for chitta shuddhi. But action we are doing for happiness. That's false. So kala and karma, kala is time. Kala, the time cannot be stopped. Right? And time is like money. They say time is money. Money you can store, save. Time you cannot save. Time is you have to spend now. If let's say you have 1 lakh rupees, 1 lakh rupees you can keep in the bank and decide to spend it later. But you have time, you cannot save it. It has to be spent now. It's called current moment. If you have 1 lakh rupees and you spend 1 lakh badly, you'll feel so bad. But 1 lakh you also can save. But time cannot be saved. Time has to be spent now. And how valuably you spend the time is your question. How do you spend your life at this moment? Are you wasting your time? Are you burning time? Are you making time useful? Either for yourself or others. Myself means Atma Mokshatam. For others means Jagaditaya. Other than that, what are you doing? Worrying, commenting, judging, gossiping. Time pass. That's called time pass. Right? And time also has two values. Time brings the problem. Problems appear in our life with time. And problems also, no problems is permanent. Again, what is there in Nitya is always not permanent. If there is a toothache is not permanent. It intense, after some time it comes down. Body is born fresh, then it becomes old and dies. Another new body is born. So time is an indicator of changes which are happening in the environment. And nothing is permanent. So then what will happen? How do you deal with anatma? Should you deal with anatma? There is no choice. Relationship you have to deal. Okay? Possessions you have to deal. Right? Body and mind, intellect you have to deal. You have to deal. You cannot ignore them. Give them as much importance as required. Don't give over importance. Right now we are giving over importance. This is called Vyavaharika Satya. So this Jagat is called Mithya, unreal. Right? Unreal means changing, appearance and disappearing. Okay. Body mind is Mithya. Okay. So now Paramarthika is absolute Brahman. Karma is in the domain of Vyavaharika, transaction. Anatma to Anatma transaction. Vyavaharika means Anatma to Anatma transaction happens. This Jiva transaction with you, another Jiva. Both are Mithya. But momentarily there is a transaction happens. Vyavaharika. Jivatma to car, my transaction is car, my car, my transaction, my profession. So there's a transaction happening. The transaction to Vyavaharika. Okay. So this is not Paramarthika, absolutely, nor Mithya, because you have to act. It doesn't fall into category of pure Mithya, which is not real, not Paramarthika, absolute real. Vyavaharika means transaction is happening. I'm saying Vyavaharika in the domain of Mithya, transaction in the domain of Mithya. Okay. You have to give as much importance required, as much. Don't overdo, don't overdo, don't underdo. So how do you do that? When you do Vyavaharika, you should do the Karma Yoga attitude. The Vyavahara is required, transaction is required for Atmana Mokshartam Jagataya. Without getting attached result, without getting creating anxiety, tension, stress in life, you have to. The purpose is to keep your mind calm. Any transaction. Can you do that? Is it possible?
Also, you're saying make it karma.
I'm saying Anath Karma Yoga is only in the domain of Maya, no? Karma Yoga is also in the world of Mithya only. Action is also happening in the world of Mithya only, Maya only, right? But action is there. Doer is not there. The doer is Mithya. The action you do with the full involvement. It's Vyavaharika. Okay? And when you do it, it should not leave any traces inside, impressions inside. Mind should be calm and peaceful. That's why attitude of karma is required in Vyavaharika. You understand? Mithya means nothing is there. Satya means it's always there. But Vyavaharika means momental it's there. That's why I said in Vyavaharika, doer, deed, and doing become one. Karta, karma, kriya becomes one. What is that? Kriya, action. So karta is not there, karma is not there, doer is not there, deed is not there, doing is there. Music is there, listener is there, but the listener and music and listener disappears in music, doing, music. So that's why in Vyavahara, let it be Vyavahara, transaction, doing may be there. Okay? But do not bring the doer, emotions, disturbance inside you. Is it possible? Okay. So engage in responsibility. Do what you're responsible with the best of your knowledge. Do it. Full involvement. But the world should not get into you. Impression should not get into you. This didn't happen. That didn't. You are bringing doer. Doership is gone. Should be gone. Enjoyership should be gone. Knowership should be gone. Action should be there. Vyavaharika. And why do you do? For dharma. For loka kalyana. Then the action become purified. Otherwise, actions pollute your mind. All right. So Rama acted, Krishna acted, all avatar Purusha act. There's no doer. Only actions are there in the Vyavaharika. You understand? Actions are always in the Vyavaharika. Vyavaharika is Mithya only, but actions are only there at that time. No doer, no deed. The problem is not action. Problem is doership. Problem is result. Doing is not a problem. The body is designed for doing. The doership is brought by the mind. Knowership is brought by the mind. Enjoyship is brought by the mind. The doing is there, then actions will purify you. So what to do with ahankara, ego? Ego is also in the domain of Mithya only. Ego is not real. No, I have ego. My ego is my ego is, again you are giving importance to ego. You are giving reality to the ego. Ego is not there. When you give, oh, he is egoless and I have ego, then already you have brought ego into you. Ego is not there. You are giving reality to ego.
Hari Om Prabhuji.
Hari
Hari Om
Om.
Prabhuji. Prabhuji, when I identify with consciousness, then there is no difference between being and doing. Being is doing are the same. Is that the
Right,
way to
right,
understand?
right.
When doership, enjoyership, knowership goes away, and that means I identify with consciousness,
Doing is
action
there.
happens. So doing and
Spont-
being are the same.
Spontaneous doing is there. Yes, doing and being. Being
Hari Om.
appears as doing.
Okay. Being appears as doing. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, ego, do not make your ego real. Who is making your ego real? Ego is illusion. Who is making your ego real? Huh? You are making ego real. Just now she said, oh, that person is egoless, but I am full of ego. Are who told you full of ego? You only creating
Ego is
ego.
only making ego real, Prabhuji.
Huh? Ego is only making ego
Ego
real.
only is making ego real.
Okay. Why should get into such stupidity? Ego is a instrument to be used, like a screwdriver, cutting player. Ego means a role playing. Use it, but do not give over importance to that. Do not try to kill ego. Is it possible to kill ego? You can kill something existing. How not existing? How you can kill? You can remove some object, but can you remove the shadow of the object? Ego is a shadow. You cannot kill the ego also. There are teachings where some teachers say, kill the ego, which is false teaching. You cannot kill the ego because ego is not there. You can kill something which is alive. And ego also cries sometimes. Bow, bow. Have you seen ego crying? Ego cries, right? Your cry always cry of ego only, not yeah, ego suffers. Ego cries. Does it? Huh? You're not crying. Ego is crying. So then be compassionate, my dear. Ego, everything will be all right. Treat ego as a third party. Don't treat ego as me. Understand? Treat ego as a, oh, you're crying. Suffering is happening. Don't worry, nothing is happening. Calm down. You have to treat ego as not me, ego as a third party. Like if some child is crying, you say, don't cry, child. Okay, it's okay, all right. It's third party. But your ego is crying. That's also child. Calm down. Nothing is happening. Who says this? Buddhi. Buddhi has to use, Buddhi should be used. Discriminating Buddhi has to use to calm down ego. Buddhi also gets involved. I am crying, your ego, are involving with ego. Are you able to understand the Buddhi telling? Hmm? When ego is crying, natural cry. It's okay. Don't stop ego crying. Can't help it to calm down. By what? Buddhi, Viveka. Buddhi has to be, higher mind has to be used to calm down lower mind.
So then we stop at crying. Something has to become first aware of the crying. Right?
That Buddhi, the Buddhi or discrimination has to trigger now.
Trigger.
And the discrimination trigger is called Dana. Shravana Manu Nidyasa triggers the Buddhi. Buddhi works under the Sakshi. Others Buddhi works under the ego. So you have to remember, Mano Buddhi Ahankara Chittani Nanam. I am not the mind, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect also. I'm not Ahankara also. Ego. But ego, Buddhi working under the guidance Sakshi has to calm the ego. So now, Nanya Pantha Vidyate Ayanaya. There's no other way. There's no other way, Upanishad says. There's no other way. No other way to get freedom from suffering. No other way for liberation. Only Dana can liberate you. Only Dana. What is Dana? Nanu, Nanembudu, Nanalla, Ideha, Manabuddhi, Nanalla, Sachidanandatma, Shivanamnani, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara comes also, you can't be free from suffering. They can give some temporary anasin and painkillers. But real freedom comes with only one Maha Mantra. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect, I am pure consciousness. This Maha Mantra only gives you freedom. Freedom from mukti. There's no alternative path. Nanya anya panta vimuchyate. There's no other path. Upanishad says very, very clearly. Only dana. So the teacher's role is to give it dana clearly, convincingly, so that you apply the dana. Appreciation is your responsibility. Dana giving is Guru's responsibility. And how does the application happen? Once you repeatedly do Shravana, Mana, Nidya, so it goes inside, deeper. That's why Shravana, Mana, Nidya has to be repeated until Jnana becomes, Jnana is deep within you. Then people will say, no, Bhakti Yoga is important. Bhakti is higher than Jnana. Karma Yoga is very important. Both are important. Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga is important. Na karmana. Karma means no actions can lead you to liberation. Tyagene ke amrita mushu. Tyaga means dropping. Dropping, I am the concepts of illusionary concepts. So bhakti is required, karma is required for chitta shuddhi. Jnana is required for mukti. Without jnana, there is no mukti. So, shloka number. We have completed shloka number 8 and 9. Sa evam yad bhutam. What was there in the past? What is there in the present, and what is the future is Brahman only. In the form of the world, it's existence. In the form of Atma, is Sat and Chit. In the form of Jnani, Ananda. Adnana goes Ananda. He is the eternal one, birthless and deathless. There's no other means for liberation. So sloka number 8 and 9, we have completed. Tomorrow, next class, we'll take 10. Monday 29th. Yeah, we'll take next class. Okay. Anybody has a question on Zoom?
ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಗುರುಜಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇವತ್ತು.
Okay. Next class or wait ಮಾಡಿ.
I think day by day the illusions are going away. I think by end of this Upanishad we'll all be in Vairagi, I think.
Okay. Then we'll come to next class or not? Next Upanishad.
Now, of course, all Upanishad says same thing, but this Upanishad is very ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. It addresses basics and really it helps us.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Very good.
Particularly we are dealing with anatma to anatma.
Anatma to anatma is called vyavahara. But vyavahara, when you do, the vyavahara only should be there. Doing should be there. The doer is again mithya. Result is mithya. Action is there in the moment. Be action oriented. That's why see action movies.
Will there be attachment by doing this? In anatma to anatma, will there be attachment? No,
Then if you do karma yoga, there's no attachment. If you do dharma, there's no attachment.
Okay.
Right? If you take care of your wife, there's attachment. But if you take care of wife as dharma, there's no attachment. Okay. If you take care of a wife as karma, attachment. If you take care of wife as dharma, there's no attachment. If you take care of wife, my loving wife, there's attachment. Only understanding is different.
I'll go to dharma only.
Okay. So, anybody else any questions on Zoom? Kanti?
Hari Om Prabhuji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om. Prabhuji, both the verses 8, Sa Brahma, and verse 9, Sa Eva Sarvam, it reminded me of the Purushottama Yoga, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15 and verse 16. But there is a hierarchy of reality there, the Purushottama Yoga, and then the Akshara and Akshara. Could you please help me understand with regards to verse 8, whether the reference is to Purushottama Yoga or whether it is to the Akshara, which is the imperishable.
So there are three things which are told in Bhagavad Gita chapter 16. Kshara Purusha, Akshara Purusha, Purushottama.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Right? There are three Purushas told, right? Kshara, Akshara,
Yes.
and Purushottama.
Yes,
Correct? No?
Prabhuji.
So there, Kshara Purusha is Jiva, body-mind complex. Akshara Purusha is Maya, Maya Shakti, Ishvara.
Right,
That's
Prabhuji.
actually eternally there. And Purushottama is Parabrahma, supreme reality.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Clear?
So the question was, yes, Prabhuji. Then the question is in verse 8, where we are saying he embodies Brahma, Shiva, Indra, the supreme imperishable self-luminous essence. Is that one the Purushottama?
Yeah.
Or the Akshara?
Akshara. See here, the word is called Akshara used here.
Okay, Prabhuji, that's the Akshara one.
Akshara one, right.
And then the next one, Sa Eva Sarvam. He alone is everything, which was in the past, which is in the present, and which will be in the future.
This is called Vibhuti Yoga. Every Krishna says, I am everything. I am the totality. Right?
Okay, Prabhuji.
Like water can comfortably say, I am the wave, big wave, I am the small wave, I am the bubble, I am the foam. Right?
Right, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
But not. So, anybody else any questions? Purnimaji, Vani. Then. Purnima is not there. Okay. So,
I joined
Lalita.
a little late, Prabhuji. I will listen to the Kannada also and then.
Okay. So, Lalita, any questions? Maitri, Prabhu, any questions?
No, no questions.
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om.
ಅದೇ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮೂವಿ ನೋಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ, ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಇಲ್ದೆ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮೂವಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ತಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಮಗೂ ಸುಸ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಕೊಡೋ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮೂವಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು.
So your life is not an action movie. if action you do without doership.
ಯಾ
ಕರ್ತೃತ್ವ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಕರ್ಮಫಲ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. That's action movie.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ
Otherwise, it's a horror movie. Life is a horror movie.
ಅದೇ ನೀವು ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮೂವಿ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಎಲ್ರು ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋಣ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಟ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಆಮೇಲೆ
Okay, so
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om, who is speaking?
Satyalata.
The thing is, the more we think on the ego, reducing the ego, we'll be giving some strength to it. Instead of that, we will have to think of Aham Brahmasmi or Shivoham, so that we can go inward and abide in the self.
Do not worry about dropping the ego, because there's no ego to drop. Do not worry about killing the ego, because there's nothing to kill. Do not worry about boosting the ego. There's no ego to boost. There's only realization, I am Shivoham. I'm not the body, mind and intellect. And there's only realization that action has to happen, karma yoga. Atman mokshatam jagaditaya. Are you clear?
Yes, Guruji.
So,
Hari Om Prabhuji.
Hari Om, who is speaking?
Satyalata.
Yeah, tell me that.
It's very beautiful, Prabhuji, and the importance that we are giving to the ego is so beautifully explained, and because of the importance, we are thinking it is I who is crying. But if I look at it as a third person, then it would become very distant and far, and it is easy to separate.
Correct. You are the first person. The first person is Atma. Atma cannot speak anything. The first person, Atma, with the intellect, can calm down the ego. Why? Yeah, already you have multiple personalities. Already you have so many personalities. That is hurting you. Now develop only one personality. Okay. The ego is, okay, ego is crying, calm down, be peaceful, you can say, or observe it. Also is possible. Okay. Do not, ego is unreal. Don't get involved with that. Just watch it, calm it down. No. Ego is not personality. Ego, when you identify, no. See, there's only at any point we think we are one personality. Even a split person, schizophrenic person thinks I am one personality. He doesn't know the two personalities. So what happens is when we identify with one personality, one module, one Vesha, we take that personality. So when you identify the Atma, I am the Atma, the ego becomes an object, a Vesha. It's not a personality. There's no two personalities there. Ego is not a personality. Ego, when you identify, it becomes a personality. I'm saying when you identify with that, it becomes personality. When you identify as a pseudo personality, you are not a person. You are actually Sakshi or Atma. Okay. So let us close with a prayer. Asatoma, Sadgamaya, Tamasoma, Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma, Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Purnamadaha, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamuduchyate, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Nanembudu, Nanalla, Ideha, Manabuddhi, Nanalla, Sachidanandatma, Shivanannani, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. Atmadarshanam, Brahmadarshanam, Brahmadarshanam, Satyadarshanam, Antarjyotihi, Bahirjyotihi, Pratyakjyotihi, Paratpara, Jyotirev Jyotihi, Swayam Jyotihi, Atmajyotihi, Shivosmeham, Lokaha Samastaha, Sukhino Bhavantu, Lokaha Samastaha, Sukhino Bhavantu, Lokaha Samastaha, Sukhino Bhavantu, Harihi Om, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Harihi Om. In 5 minutes, we'll start meditation. 45 minutes meditation. After that, Kannada class. 12 o'clock, Kannada class.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste.